Hey everyone, so of course getting a business class flight is a dream for a lot of us, and there's so many videos about picking the best business class flight, but however the reality is that most of us, we're flying economy, okay? So this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you the best seats on an economy flight. It's honestly probably the most relevant video that you'll ever watch for the most of us who are flying economy. So I previously shared that, with all of these travel points, of course you can get business class flights. However, there are a few reasons why I personally am not able to get them in the past. One of them is because I don't have the patience to search for these flights day in, day out. And two, I don't have the flexibility to fly whenever these dates come up and also to coordinate it with my partner. And lastly, it is the luck. It takes a bit of luck to actually be able to find these business class seats as well. So all in all, those are the reasons why for me it's been difficult, but for many others who are very, very, very dedicated to flying business class, they've been able to find flights. Oftentimes they're not flying from their home airport, they're flying from a nearby airport. All that to say, we're gonna jump right into the best seats on an economy flight, all right? So let's go. Oh, and by the way, for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Grace. I basically talk about credit card points, travel tips, and a few vlogs that are coming up on my Japan trip. So if that's something you're interested, please do give me a quick subscribe down below, and let's keep watching. So there are basically three categories that I would love to touch on. Best economy seats for tall people. Second of all, best economy seats for families. And thirdly, the best economy seats if you are looking for comfort, if you are a sleeper on the plane, all right? So first, let's talk about the tall people, okay? So everyone knows that the exit row is the best row because the door itself are so wide that of course, naturally, you will have more legroom. However, there are multiple exit doors on the plane and not all of the exit doors are equal. So from my personal experience, and because my partner is like 6 feet something, that the best seat for tall people is the first row in the economy section, okay? There are a few reasons why those are the best seats, because there isn't another row in front of you. Of course, have infinite legroom. Number two, which is what I like, is that you're actually really close to the kitchen. And that perk is great because if you have a lot of garbage and things like that, then you just walk over there and you toss it out. You don't have to wait for the flight attendant to come by to collect it, nor do you need to put it in your little pocket and wait for the end. So that is the other thing that I really love. And I have to say is that these seats do kind of rival premium economy seats, okay? You do usually have to pay on top for these types of seats. However, I do feel like overall it is much cheaper than getting a premium economy flight. So that is seat number one for tall people. The second group is the families. So whether you've got 1 kid or 2 kids, then the best thing to do for a family of 3 or 4 is to get the seats that are 4 in a row, okay? These are the seats that are in the middle, just because you have a whole row to yourself. You can swap seats in and out as you like, which is great. And you also have the aisle seats, which are people that you know, so you don't have to go, excuse me, to just go to the bathroom and all of that. So first up, if you have 2 kids and 2 parents, then that is the best way to go, is the 4 in the middle. Or the other way is to do 2 in front and 2 in back. So I think the 2 in front, 2 in back is great. It's also because then you can swap places. If the kids are older, they can sit together by themselves in the front while you're in the back, kind of parenting and guardianing them, right? So that is another place where I think it's great. If you are also going to pick a row for your family to sit in, I would also recommend sitting closer to the back of the plane versus the front. The only reason is because given that you do have a family of 3 or 4, most likely is that you do have a lot of carry-on. And as you know, on economy flights, it is oftentimes very difficult to get space for your baggage to get stowed. So given that you are in the further back of the row, is that if you do see opportunities to stuff your bag maybe 2 rows ahead, 3 rows ahead, you can put them there, and then you also have direct vision of those compartments. Versus if you are in the front of the section, then if you were to put your bags in the rows behind you, 1, extremely difficult to get to them when you're leaving the plane, and 2, you don't have direct vision over that area. So that is probably the best arrangement if you are traveling in a family of 3 or 4. So lastly, the comfort, the sleeper, okay? So I would probably fall into the sleeper category if I could, because I like to lean on things. So that said, the best seat for that is probably the first row, exit row, window side, okay? Because then you have that wall to lean on, which is perfect, or otherwise the window seat on any other rows as well, right? Just so that you do have that side to lean on, which I think is much, much, much better than other travel gadgets that help you sleep or pillow cushions and things like that. I think the wall undeniably is the winner. Also, one more thing is that I would always avoid the toilet seat, okay? I think the toilet seat is not for me, honestly, but it's just because the sheer number of people who are lining up after meals and the people walking by and all of that, like people would lean on your seat, you know, while they're waiting and things like that. I have experienced all of those. So absolutely avoid the toilet area if you can, because some flights actually only have one bathroom. So it makes it even more challenging for you to get some rest or just to mind your own business on the plane, right? So hopefully this video has helped you out in deciding what the best seats are for your economy flight, whether this is your first time flying or if this is your 100th time flying in the air. So with that said, click the subscribe button down below to get up to date on my travel adventures coming up. I will be doing a series of videos. These ideas are going to come up, which is my first day staying in Haneda Airport, what that's like, what the hotel amenities are like. I know they have an onsen there, so I'm going to check that out. And then also travel to Fukuoka, what that's like, exploring the Ritz-Carlton Fukuoka there, and then going to Okinawa, specifically going snorkeling, enjoying the food, and then Disney Sea, Tokyo, and all of that. So lots and lots of fun travel content coming right up. Be sure to click subscribe to see what I'm up to. And thanks again so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye.